Namaste everyone, and please welcome to another class of Yoga Vidya. I'm going to, we will start with the usual warm-up exercises. Then we will do the pranayama and the meditation. And then I will be taking a very important point that was raised by Anand sir on whether to breathe through the nose or through the mouth and why. And lastly, so there we will be going into the um, actual objectives of why we do pranayama. So the difference between prana and ayama, that is how the discipline of pranayama functions, why it functions, and how it balances our body. Um, so let's start. So the first thing is the eyes. We turn clockwise and anti-clockwise, head clockwise, anti-clockwise. So let's start. Please put your hands on your hips so that you just get better balance. There is no real value added otherwise. So start. Look left. Turn your eyeballs left. Take it up. Bring it to the right. Look down. Left. Up. Right. Down. Now please take it to the right, up, left, down, left, right, up, left, down. Now blink your eyes so that you don't feel a giddiness in your head. Just blink a couple of times. Breathe. Now turn your head to the right, look down, left, stretch as much as you can up, right, down, left, up. The other way around, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up. Now we turn the shoulders clockwise and anti-clockwise. Forward, down, back, up, forward, down, back, up, up, back, down, forward, up, back, down. Now spread your leg a little bit to the length of the shoulders. Lock your fingers. Now when you breathe out, you will stretch. Then breathe in and come back. Breathe out, hold, breathe in, back. Okay? Breathe in, breathe out and stretch to one side. Hold. Breathe in and come back. Breathe out and stretch. Breathe in, breathe out and stretch. Back. Then breathe out and stretch the other way. Right? Now we will do the hips. Front, right, back, left, front, right, back, left. Similarly, the other way around. Back, right, front, left, back, left, front, stand straight. Now we will do Tadasana. Hold your any one leg, take it as far up as you can, and then take your hand up, breathe out and stretch as much as you can. and then let go. Similarly, the other foot, then take your hand up, breathe out and stretch. Hold and come back. Okay, so now we will do Gomukhasana. Please sit in a comfortable position. Take your left heel as close as possible to the ball joint of your hip. Take the other leg and take it as close as possible to the other ball joint. So then you can make yourself as tight as possible so that your sitting is stable. That is, you are not feeling any movement. You will not move when you do the asana. It's very important because that is the definition of asana. Sthiram, sukham, asana. That is, sthiram means it is uh, steady. It is sthiram. Sthiram is it does not it is immobile. Sthiram. Sukham is it's comfortable. Okay. Now you would have noticed even in Tadasana, we are sthiram, and you have to be sukham. So put the other leg to this side, this leg on this side, and then the opposite leg. The hand goes back, and then you lock it, and then take your head up and just breathe, shallow breathing. Okay. Now, what I'll do is I will turn around so that you can see the other foot. So here I am bringing my foot close to my hip joint, taking the other leg, make it as steady as I can. This leg, this hand, take it to the other side, lock first, then slowly straighten up and look up and maintain shallow breathing. Okay, so since we have not done anything for 2 weeks, the first is there any feedback? Do you all have any questions to ask? Okay, since there are no questions, we will now go to the first the relaxation, then the observation of the breath, and then finally to the control of the breath. So please sit in some comfortable asana, preferably Padmasana. The reason Padmasana is preferred is because it is, again, going back to the first principle, it is sthiram. Sthiram means inflexible, immobile. You are like a piece of stone. You will never move. Now you cannot move. Second thing is both your left and your right feet are in balance. So there is no one side, either your Ida or Pingala is not going into, one side is not dominating over the other. Now, then take your hands, you can keep it this way. This is Chin Mudra. Any of the mudras that you all are comfortable. For me, I find this to be the most comfortable mudra. Sit in this. And then, now here I have been thinking a lot about one of our, I forget who, has been saying that she has not been able to make out which, whenever I tell the part of the body. Maybe the word I'm using is wrong. One of the words which I realized I could use was sensation. Because it's the senses. The senses are actually sensing what is going on in the body. So it is the awareness which is looking at the senses, and the senses are um, actually telling the body, are giving biofeedback, and that biofeedback is becoming a activity. So I'm going to use the word sensation right now. Okay, let's see if it works for y'all, and y'all can come, y'all can give me feedback on that also. Okay, so observe your breath. Keep your back erect. It's important that you keep your back erect. Observe your breath going in and going out. Now relax your brain. Feel the brain relax. Relax the front of the brain. The sensation you should have is one of loss of movement, of reduced movement. So feel the brain slow down. The movement in the brain slow down in the front. Feel the movement of the brain slow down to the left side. Feel the movement or within the brain, the turbulence within the brain. There'll be one buzz, 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 buzz feeling. Let it slow down to the back. Slow down the movement within the brain in the right. Relax the brain. When I say relax, it means let the buzz, 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 buzz feeling calm down. Let it calm down. Now relax the eye muscles. Relax the eye muscles. You should feel the eyes relax. Relax the face. You should feel the cheeks relax. Your cheek, your jaw. The jaws must relax. Relax the jaws. When you relax the jaws, you should have the sensation of a relaxation in the ears. Your ears must feel relaxed. Relax the throat. Relax the throat. Relax the shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Relax the chest. Relax the chest. Relax the back. Relax the body. Relax the hips. Feel the whole body relax. Feel the abdomen go in and out. Experience the body and the abdomen go in and out. Do not force the abdomen. It will go by itself. This is the process of breathing. Don't strain anything. Now, pay attention to the breath as it comes in and goes out. Let the breath come in through the nose. Observe it cross the bridge of the nose. let the breath come into the face. Feel it come into the head. Feel the breath cross at the throat. Feel the breath enter the chest. Feel the entry of the breath distend the abdomen and bring it back. The movement of the abdomen. You should feel the relaxed movement of the abdomen as it goes in and out. Now I will start the counting. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax. 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 Just watch the breath go in and out. Try to keep the breathing steady. Let the flow be steady. There should be no breaks in the flow. Now I'm going to break here for a minute to get feedback. Have you all been able to follow this practice easily? Can you all please give me feedback?
May I, sir?
Please.
Sir, actually, Kapalabhati is one thing I am finding very beneficial. I wanted to share that, sir. Morning, I
Yes,
am doing it. Thank you so much.
no
And
problem.
regarding this breathing pattern, I
Hmm.
am that first breathe in 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4. I am able to do comfortably. But
Hmm.
while breathe out, you are
Hmm.
counting till 6, no, sir.
Correct,
Mine
correct.
is out by 3 or 4 itself. And then
Hmm.
after that, to hold again for 6 counts, I
Becomes
am
very hard.
unable to hold. So I am
Correct.
ending up having to breathe in. That part I am not doing correctly, sir.
No, 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 no. Please understand one thing. Each of us has a different physiology. Now,
Okay.
what I'm trying to say is that
Huh.
Are you practicing during the rest of the week, or are you only doing it in the class?
Rest of the week, there are days I have missed, sir, to be honest. Kapalabhati, I have done on almost all days because empty stomach, I have done it first thing. But there are days I have missed the other
See,
practice.
Lakshmi madam, there is a very
Yes, sir.
important rule in yoga,
Yes, sir.
and I'm not being critical. Please do not think that I'm criticizing you.
No, no, sir.
It is
Yes,
not
sir.
like that. I'm only
Yes,
I'm trying to get one point that is very important for all of us.
yes, sir.
Regularity of practice is very important. For example, if for instance, I'm giving you my own example. I used
Uh-huh.
to work as a very senior professional,
Hmm.
and in Mumbai. So in Mumbai, it is a madhouse actually. So
Yes,
I used to get up at 5:30, make set the coffee. Then I used to set the cooker, come and wake up my wife because she had also had to go to work. Then I
yes,
would
sir.
do my asanas for 20 minutes. But that
Uh-huh.
one period of time when I kept for asana, I would do asana.
Yes, sir.
So it's not as if you cannot do it. The problem is that if you do not do the stuff on a regular
Yes,
basis, your
yes,
body
sir.
is not getting acclimatized.
Okay, okay, sir.
Because your body is not getting acclimatized, when you try to bring discipline into the breathing, it becomes hard. So
Yes, sir.
now what happens is all of us are subject to conditioning. Today
Hmm.
we are doing what we are doing because our parents taught us that this is the right thing to do. We have not
Hmm.
learnt anything by ourselves.
Hmm.
We have been conditioned. The operating system that we are using today has been given to us by our parents.
Hmm.
So that is the reason why mother and father are considered so important.
Hmm.
The point is that conditioning, that is, so since we are all animals of conditioning, here what
Hmm.
am I doing in the class is to bring you all into a state of conditioning. I'm trying to condition each of you to be able to do it in a particular manner
Yes, sir.
for a particular reason, and that is why I keep talking about the reason all the time.
Yes, sir.
So my request to you, please, is that
Yes.
every day before you do Kapalabhati, do this.
Yes.
Because when you
Oh.
do this,
Huh.
because when you
Huh.
do this, your lungs begin to get disciplined. The breathing
Okay.
system gets disciplined. Your diaphragm begins to move in a regular manner. The prana
Okay.
begins to get equalized. And then
Okay.
when you do Kapalabhati, you are getting better results.
Okay, sir.
Kapalabhati is a part of Hatha Yoga. It is called Shat Kriya or Shat Karma. One of the karma
Okay.
kriyas, that is, it's a cleansing action, which is a good thing.
Okay.
I'm not saying it is not a good thing, but the
Huh.
point is that while it is very good, it is not enough.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is like, suppose you have a plate of you eat on a particular plate.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't clean the plate and you put more food on it, then you will continue to get food. You will continue to get nourishment, but the plate is still not completely clean.
Yes, I get you, sir. Yes.
So all I'm saying is that this exercise that I'm teaching you all is meant to prepare the body
Mm-hmm.
to be able to see. Almost everybody in this class is above 30. So
Yes.
people have already had a particular lifestyle. They have lived a particular way in a particular manner. Now to
Mm-hmm.
teach the body to respond to stimulus in a particular manner means it has to be done slowly. It cannot be done
Mm-hmm.
in an athletic manner. It has to be done in a manner that the body can take.
Yes, sir.
In fact, the rechaka, that is the breathing out, which I'm
Huh.
stopping at 6, I'm supposed to take it to 8. I've not even taken it to 8.
Oh. Oh.
It is
Okay.
1 1 2 2,
Ha ha ha.
because the lungs are supposed to empty out. Only when I empty out the lungs, will, when you breathe in, will more air go into your lungs, and so the volumetric efficiency of your lungs will increase. That is the ultimate
Okay.
intent. So
Okay.
the breathing out is very important, and the holding is also important, because that is where the diffusion of oxygen with carbon dioxide and water vapor happens.
Oh,
Do you all
okay.
so that is basically the intent. The intention is to improve the volumetric efficiency of your lungs.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes,
please
sir. Very
practice. That
grateful.
is,
I will put it into practice, sir. Next class,
please.
I will say I have done it every day. Thank you so much for this, sir.
Thank you.
Very
Uh,
grateful.
any other inputs? This is a very important input that Lakshmi madam has given. Anybody else? Any other input?
Sir, I too felt the turbulence, as ma'am said.
Hmm.
Though I've been practicing, probably I'm not able to come to that 6 till 4. I'm okay. So what I was thinking is, if you could just record that that counts, in our group, we'll practice according to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold and all that. Is it
No,
possible?
but that you're asking. No, no. Now you are asking me to make a separate video of just the counts.
Yeah, only the counts.
Oh, I can do that. How many minutes do you want me to do?
Maybe 2 rounds. After that, we'll follow the
But
same.
but for that you already have it here in the video.
Okay, then we'll, because we need
No,
to. I feel I'm struggling with that in my body. I can feel a turbulence, and I'm panting. I'm out of breath. Then so that is the thing I'm experiencing.
okay. Let's take Lata Narayanan madam's input, and then we will come back to you. Yes, Lata madam.
Sir, I just wanted to ask, what is your recommendation when we are practicing of our own? In class, of course, we don't have the time. We're doing 2 rounds. So, but at home, assuming we have all the time in the world, how much minimum counts do we? 10. So
10
then
minutes.
maybe
10,
you can send
10
a record.
minutes. Hello, hello, hello. 10 minutes.
So then, for 10 minutes, then can you do the counting and give us?
Lazy.
Sorry.
No, if I give you, then what will happen is you'll get a crutch. That's the problem. If I don't want to give you a crutch, I want to make you all independent. No, tomorrow I will not be here. You see, do you understand the problem? Doing it for 10 minutes is not the problem. The problem is then you all will get used to a crutch.
Initially, perhaps it will help, sir, to have that crutch.
Okay.
Sorry, I mean, of course, it's difficult recording for 10 minutes. I was just joking. It's okay, sir. We'll do it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Anand sir, yes. Anand sir uses his YouTube. That's what now. I think Kala Ramdas madam also had the same problem. Kala
No,
madam.
I was just telling that YouTube is
Hmm,
there. You give a recording,
hmm.
so we can always play that repeatedly and do it 5 times, 10 times. I mean, I was just suggesting.
Ah.
That's,
Okay. So what you're saying is I do the count maybe three
Yes.
four times, and then you'll put it in a loop.
no, you're already giving it in the YouTube. So for me, that is fine. I've just maybe others have some issues.
No,
That's
I,
fine.
I
Yeah,
mean, see, you can put that into a loop. What I'll do is,
yeah,
um, let's try this out. Okay, I'll try and
yeah. So
do
that is what I
just
thought. Whatever you have got that segment, if you're able to put in a loop and give, then others will be able to use that effectively. That is
fine,
the idea. Yeah.
fine. That I can do. That I can do, and then let's see if it works in a loop. If it doesn't work in a loop, then we'll have to think of something else. But
Sir, just
definitely, I'll
that
yes.
since everyone is suggesting, I just thought you know it already, sir. But just that first portion of of our class where you get
Hmm,
us to do this, that portion alone, if you can cut it and put it as a YouTube short, that's enough, sir. We will keep playing it. If whoever wants to just do that part, it'll be like a separate video, a short
So you
YouTube
want
short. No need
right?
to do separately, sir. The any of our classes so far,
Hmm,
you anyway make us do this exercise at the beginning of every class. So any
correct.
video which is suitable, you just cut the first portion. I hope all our friends here are okay with that. That
That is
we'll
also
just do it
possible. I
like
can
that.
do that. That's not a
So
problem at
no
all.
need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
take
it's okay.
it's
Yes,
no need
and
to
put
take
it.
effort for
Yeah, no
another
need to
video.
make a fresh one.
Ha.
Okay. Okay.
Philip,
But
the
it is
video we don't need, no, we only need his sound recording. We just need the
Counts.
spacing.
audio.
For example, when I'm doing it
Audio.
on my own, the count becomes,
Ha.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like the way you're spacing it out. For that,
Ha.
we will need only the recording, your voice recording we will need.
Only the counts and instructions.
Yes, only the counts. Video we don't need.
Okay.
Uh,
No, the reason why.
there is
Yes. Yes, madam.
there is another way. For me also it happens that my counting is faster. My personal
Yes.
counting is faster than sir. So what I do, I count little more. Instead of say 4, count till 6.
Yeah,
While
I
breathing
understand.
in.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
so that the number, the duration will perhaps be this way, that way, little less
See,
comparatively.
I'm
And
trying to be a
yeah,
I'm trying to be a metronome. I completely I agree with what you're saying. Each person's counting speed will become will be different, and there is what I will try and so there are two takeaways from this. One is that there is the that exercise section alone. I make it into a particular video, and the second is that we try and see if we can do a loop on this. I'll have to experiment. Now, for those
to
of you
the
who have
required time limit, to the required. Now, suppose it's
yes,
for 10 minutes to 10 minutes. So we just listen to it and do it. I think that's
correct.
a good idea actually. So
Let me
that,
try.
it becomes easily, yeah. And audio
Now,
is also sufficient, if not a video. Audio is also sufficient. And you have to give the title that this is only for counting for the pranayam or something like that.
no, what I was actually thinking of doing was taking one part of this class and then
Yes,
just putting it as a short, and then y'all can
yes,
simply put it in a loop so that it can run for 10 minutes.
yeah,
So that
okay.
was basically what I was thinking. There is one request I have from all of you, and that is that those of you who have been practicing the YouTube, tell me which is the best YouTube video, and I'll take it out of that class. So, anybody can give me suggestion on which is the best video. I mean, which is the best video class, and I can take that particular section and I can make it. That's not a problem. Thank you all for this excellent feedback. I mean, I really have I really have learned something out of this. Now,
One other point I was thinking,
yes, madam.
at the beginning, when you were asking us to relax each
Mm,
part,
mm,
when you say relax your brain, calm
mm.
your brain is okay. That is
Okay.
later you say that. But in the beginning, when you start with the head, you say calm your brain or the front of the brain or like that. Instead of that, head may be better. Relax your front of the head, back of the head, or whatever
See,
you
the
want to
problem,
say.
madam, is head is the whole thing.
Yeah,
I don't want you
correct.
to relax your head. I want you to relax your brain. That is the problem.
Okay.
So,
Acha, okay, okay.
so the
Yeah,
problem
it's
is
then
so
it is better to be specific. Because
because see,
when I hear, I used to just not think of the brain so much, but the front of the head, because that
yeah, we are used to the
where exactly,
we are used to the
yeah,
external part. I don't want you to look at the
yes,
external part. I want you to look at the internal part, the inside.
internal part. Okay, fair enough.
So I
Right,
am
right,
trying to
right.
get you
Got the
all to
point.
look inside. Okay. So
Yes, yes.
that is the idea. The idea is that from
X-ray
inside,
feel, X-ray feel.
yes, yes. You all should
Yeah,
look at the
okay.
inside. Okay. The second thing
Inside.
is when you look at the inside,
Then I
there is
agree
a
with you. Keep it as it is. Yes.
uh, so when you look at the inside, there is a buzzing feeling. You'll always have this buzz, 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 buzz feeling inside. I want that to calm down. That is in Tamil it's called pongardu. Pongardu means it is ubalneka. That is, it feels like it is boiling. So that must simmer down, it must settle down, and that is a very important part
Okay.
in yoga. So the practical aspect of yoga. So when we go to the Bhagavad Gita part, we will realize how we can combine these two, how these two connect with each other. So that is this next part. So now we are focused on the practical aspect of practicing this particular part. Okay. So now what I am going to do is the Nadi Shuddhi. Okay, because so for Nadi, is there anything we've missed out? Okay, now there is still one problem of the not being able to maintain exhalation for 6 counts and holding for 6 counts. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Is everybody else able to? Everybody is having a problem with the 6 counts. Now I'm going to ask you a simple question. If I was to, I don't want, if you are able to, if you regulate the flow of breath, instead of trying to blow completely, if you are able to slow down the, yes, somebody was saying something. If you are able, if you are slowing down the flow of breath, like instead of that, if you go, instead of like that, if you are able to go slowly, can you all, so this Nadi Shuddhi, we will try that. If you are able to slow down the flow of breath, are you able to do a better job? Because there are two parts. One is if you let go all the air from inside, there will be a feeling of asphyxiation and discomfort. We are not interested in that. We want you to be comfortable. So, if you try to reduce the pace in which you are blowing out air, let us see if you are able to be more comfortable. Okay. So now we are going to do Nadi Shuddhi. We will do 2 counts, two cycles, and then we will come back and discuss this. Okay. So please sit in Padmasana. Keep your hands comfortably, and then I'm starting with the left hand side. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in left. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in right. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in left. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in right. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax. 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 How was it?
Sir, when you were telling this time, consciously I was trying to exhale slowly. At the same time, I was exhaling in spurts, like
I know.
3, 4, 5, 6. I used that as a count, like
Yeah,
so
I
that I
can.
can control the exhale. Then barely managed to hold before you told to breathe in. It was definitely better, sir. Definitely better than otherwise
Okay.
earlier.
What
Yes, sir.
about Kala madam?
So everything was quite okay, except that holding, I could hold only till count 4. I could not come to count 6. I need to practice, maybe.
Okay. Can I make a small suggestion to you?
Yes, sir.
Now, for the next 3-4 days, do only 4-4-4-4.
Okay.
Don't do 6.
Okay.
Then after 2 days, on the third and the fourth day, go to 5.
Okay.
And by next Saturday, try to hit 6
Will try. Will
and
try.
give me feedback. And
Will.
every time you are doing something, you can send me a message, no problem.
Okay.
At the end of the day, everybody must be successful. That's the intent.
Okay, sir. I will.
So go slowly, no problem. Now, just as Lakshmi Madam has experienced, that bursts. Now, Lakshmi Madam, after this, you must slowly try and modulate the breathing. You will
Yes, sir.
realize one thing. One thing you will realize
Mm.
is that if you don't, if you keep your abdomen
Mm.
calm, if your diaphragm is not moving is not agitated, then you will
Okay.
be all right. Another thing you will all realize is that if your abdomen is empty, if you don't have food in the abdomen, it is easier for you to do pranayama. Another thing
Okay, sir.
is, many of us have different kinds of bodies. Those of us who have a Vayu Sharira will have greater difficulty in holding the breath. So, in the way the body is also built, the swabhav of the body also matters. So, it is not something, this should not be taken as a measure of success or failure in your
Mhm.
when you practice. So,
Okay,
it's
sir.
very important that you do not consider yourself to be successful or otherwise if you are not able to maintain this breathing cycle. But
Okay.
practice is very important. Without practice, you will not be able to achieve that particular state of uh, perfection. At least
Yes.
this is not even perfection; it is just comfort. Because when the body now we'll do Kapalabhati and then we will go back to why pranayama. Uh, okay, before we go to Kapalabhati, I want to take on point which Anand sir had asked me about whether we should breathe through the nose or we can also breathe through the mouth. Now we are practicing pranayama. Prana Pranayama is got two parts. Prana, which is uh, the motility, the thing that gives us life, and that is controlled. Ayama, the yama is the control of that particular aspect. Now, what are we trying to do here? It's very important that we understand why we are doing what we are doing. So, first question is, what are we trying to achieve by this effort? Because we are all putting in the time, the energy, the effort. Why are we doing this? Now, our pranayama, when the prana comes into the body, it splits into 5 different motilities. The first is prana itself, which is the incoming motility. The incoming air goes into the lungs, and then that starts the pulmonary system. The heart pumps blood to the lungs, the oxygen is brought back, and then that goes through the rest of the body. The second one, prana apana. Apana is this is the abdomen reaches somewhere here. Below that is the reproductive organs, the excretory organs, and all that. So it apana vayu is the all the pranas move in vayus or streams. The apana vayu is the stream of excretion. Vyana vayu is the manifestation of the aura. That is, you can see me, you actually, though you see the physical part, you actually see a manifestation of an identity. That identity, you will always experience some kind of a tejas or an aura emanating from the other person. That is Vyana Vayu. Now, Udana Vayu is that Vayu which comes from the chest upwards. It manifests itself as communication, as expression of ideas and things like that. Even the way our eyes move, our facial expressions, all of this is Udana Vayu. Samana Vayu is the circulatory motion of the food. Now, inside the stomach is what they call Jataragni or the digestive fire. That thermodynamic activity moves the prana around the abdomen, which is why when I say relax the abdomen, it is so important, because if you keep your abdomen tight, the movement of food within the abdomen is restricted. When you restrict the movement of food within the abdomen, what happens is that you begin to get indigestion and various other ailments. The movement of every aspect, if let's look at movement of prana like the watering use of a garden using a hose. If you have a hose and you are able to water it without any problem, the pressure at the tap will come as pressure at the outlet. However, if your hose has a kink in it or it is folded, then the water will not come out, and so obviously there is a drop in pressure. Its movement of prana is similar to this. Each of us in different parts, when you have prana coming into the lungs, each of us has alveoli and we have blood. We have air vessels and other things in the body. For as long as they are open, all the air that you breathe in will go to the various parts of your lungs. When you practice pranayama properly, what happens? As I have told you before, our lung capacity is about 3.5 liters. Every breathing cycle we use roughly 1 liter of half a liter of air. When we practice pranayama, that usage goes to 1 liter. Then there is a reserve, that is 1 more liter. That is maximum you can expiratory volume is 1.2 liters, so that comes to roughly 2.2 liters. Thereafter, the rest of the lungs is just not used. So what does this mean? You need to use other parts of the lungs also, so that they're also in use in an emergency. Which is why normally they say roughly about 40-50% of the lung capacity, if you are using, you're okay, you're not too bad. Now the question is, so similarly, so the pranayama that we practice today is actually trying to make sure that every corner of your lung, the air is going there, there is movement of, there is oxygen coming in and water vapor going out. Why do we need to do that? Because only then blood circulation happens to every corner of your lungs. And that is very important. So that is prana vayu. Apana vayu is, if you don't have proper motion and things like that, you will always be uncomfortable. Which is why what you eat and how you sit and how much water you drink, all of that becomes important. The third thing is Vyana Vayu, is your circulatory system is very important. The Vyana Vayu, the kind of muscle you have, the exercises you do, will give you that level of energy, the muscular energy and things like that, and make you look and feel good. And your ability to project yourself will be very good. Udana Vayu is also the same thing. The way you study, you reflect, you think, and the way you present yourself is very important. If you are going to keep quiet and not present yourself, nobody will know you exist. So each of these is like a hose where the water is being sprayed out. Similarly, if the Jataragni is not getting its proper input. You're eating trash. If you're eating only chips and not eating proper food, automatically that will impact the Jatragni and the movement of food in the system. Now that means again the hose pipe is getting kinked and there is no movement. So the movement of prana is primarily driven by air. So we do pranayama as the most important thing, but we do it after relaxation. Why? Because you want, I'm repeating this, that our muscles are extensors and compressors. So they operate in tandem. So when one is being compressed, the other will extend and it will pull it back. This is called homeostasis, or the ability to regain. It is the internal mechanism of the body to achieve equilibrium. This equilibrium will happen only when it should happen in every part of the body. Only then will the flow of water from the hose pipe will be without any kachada. So that's what I'm trying to say. The basic intention of this class, the pranayama class, the yoga vidya class, is to try and bring that balance within the body, so that your prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana vayus are all in balance. Am I making sense to you all?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Very much, sir.
So please practice. Please practice. The key is practice. There is 1% theory. This theory I have told you now. Even if you don't come for any further class, if you only practice, this is enough. This is the key, that you should learn to understand the flow of prana within your system. Okay?
Yeah. The main pranas, panch pranas, you explained very nicely. If not this time, next time at least, I would like to know about the anupranas, the secondary pranas. Like the Dhananjaya, there are 5 other smaller pranas which control coughing, sneezing, burping, and all that. Eye movements, eyelid movements. So I would
Yeah.
like to know about those pranas also, like you explained now.
Okay. Now, see, Larita madam, I've done research on it, and I have unfortunately not been very impressed by those pranas, because for a simple reason, there is a point when if it becomes very theoretical afterwards. The movement of
Yeah.
eyelashes in the end, whenever I'm telling you to relax the eyes, you're actually controlling Dhananjaya, right? So
Hmm.
so the control is coming there. The control is happening no
Automatic.
matter, automatically. So I have not really paid too much attention to those,
Okay.
because at the end of the day, to what extent do you want to go into theory? That is the
Hmm.
question. If you
Yeah.
want to
Uh,
if you want to go lots into theory, then what happens is that we forget that actually we are supposed to go towards moksha.
actual doing. Yeah. Actually, doing the pranayama.
Yeah. So I've been there is always this conflict as to where to stop thinking and where to start doing.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you
actually,
the reason why I asked.
mm,
It is not just to know the theory, but when I first heard about it, this
mm,
was some time back, I
mm,
was, I was really amazed. I was
mm,
fascinated that
mm.
our rishis have paid
Yes,
so much attention.
very
I
true,
mean,
very
see,
true,
what had impressed me most about pranayama was also that from the time
very true.
we are born, we keep breathing. We are
Mm,
breathing.
mm.
But how much attention have we paid to it?
Very true.
It is only while doing pranayama we
Correct.
pay attention to the basic thing which
Yes,
keeps us all,
yes,
alive,
yes.
sort of, and that was one thing. And this secondary pranas, I was amazed that our rishis have
Granularity.
even seen what is which prana is for what and what. Even the mukhya pranas, it is the same way. They say, what is for what, which you just explained. But it is
No,
so
but
fascinating.
Lalita madam, the issue here is very simple. You see, even when you are talking about it, you are not aware that your communication is happening because of Udanavayu. You see, the issue here is the awareness. What is the point of knowing what Dhananjaya or any of those Upaprana or Anuprana are when your awareness is not to the point where you are able to the real, like a stone, you are unable to take recognize the stone. All of us are in that state. It's not just about an individual. I'm not being directing it at you. The point I'm making is,
Don't worry.
so the question is really, madam, the problem that we have today is that we are all stuck in the theory part. We just get so fascinated by the theory that we forget that our need for practice or to actually experience all of that is far more
Yes,
important than the theory itself. So until
true,
we do,
true.
KG, kindergarten, and first and second, and go up to fifth standard, we cannot really go to the sixth and the 10th standard. No,
Yeah,
that is the problem.
true.
So Anand sir,
Okay,
you had
okay.
asked a question. Anand sir.
No, I was just trying to clarify the question that I had. See, when I was doing some exercise, it was not yoga. Some yoga they said, but there was more from health point of view. So there was one portion where they said you inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth or
Huh.
something like that. So that
So
is
the
why that
question,
question I asked. So I know
the
this is
problem is,
a different thing that may be more the exercise-oriented method. Some people may say. So I just wanted to clarify that. That was all.
no,
Yeah.
the issue is very simple. When the air goes in through the nose, the control you have over the temperature at which the air goes inside is much higher. And the second thing is when the air goes over the olfactory bulbs, which is on the top of your of the nasal cavity, there is the awareness of being alive, the sensation of being alive. There's something called sphenoidal sinus, where the air that is going in, it actually it gets directed towards it by what is called turbinators, and then it goes and hits the sphenoidal sinus, and that the damuru, the feeling, that is why Shiva's damuru is there. That's why it's such an important thing. The damuru is a very small thing. It's a small gadget, but it is the sign of life. Similarly, when the air hits the sphenoidal sinus, it's the same sound of a damuru that happens, and that gives you the sensation of being alive, which is why breathing in and out through the nose during pranayama is more important than using your mouth for breathing, because in the mouth there is
Yeah,
no
that is what we
awareness.
do. Normally, that is what we do.
Yes,
I just was checking up. Yeah. Thank you.
try
Yeah.
to use the nose, not the mouth. At least for pranayama, please use only the
Absolutely.
mouth, the
Absolutely.
nose.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Now, last we'll do the Kapalabhati. So, I'm going to. Um, so you have to relax your abdominal muscles and use brisk inward movement of the abdominal muscles, and you will experience a feeling of upward movement of sensation going all the way to the throat. Try that. So I'm going to allow you all to do this for another, say, 30 seconds or so, and then we will take feedback. Okay, what is the feedback? Hello. Hello. Are you all there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is energetic feeling, sir. Once we
Good.
do Kapalbhati, we lose that sleepy feeling and all. That's one thing I experienced.
Okay.
In the morning also helps a lot. Yes, sir.
Very nice. Anybody else? Anybody else?
Also, I think I always find Bhasrika and Kapalbhati quite easier to do than holding the,
Pranayama. I mean, Nadi
exhale.
Shuddhi. Then Nadi Shuddhi. I
No,
agree with you.
anywhere where we have to hold the exhalation.
Yes, that is true.
No, the
Very true.
longer
Very true.
exhalation and the hold,
Hmm.
that becomes more difficult. While
Yes.
this is because it is faster movement, it is easier. I mean,
Ah,
as she said, it
yes.
does sort of give a more rejuvenation feeling. That's
Yeah, because
true.
it is dynamic, no? There is dynamism
Yes,
in
it's
this whole
more
thing.
dynamic. Yes,
So
more
when it
vibrant.
is not just that, what happens is that when there is movement, there is faster movement of blood supply in the lungs and in the whole body. That so the blood supply is directed from the stable system to a more active system. So it becomes one of where you feel more rejuvenated. Anybody else?
So I just came back from a school party, so I found it very difficult.
Oh, okay, okay. So you couldn't do Kapalabhati today?
I did,
No.
but normally when I do it in the morning, I feel quite nice. But today I have not done my homework because we had a party at 1 o'clock, so food
Ah,
is,
your stomach has got food in it.
yeah,
Okay,
just
okay,
food
no
in.
problem. No problem, no problem. Okay, so now, uh, if you will permit me, I will stop the yoga vidya class here and move to. Before that, I want to. Um, okay, so, Sudha madam. Okay, so thanks for the clarification. Fine, fine, fine. No, my pleasure. Before I close, I want to just tell you all that my next book, the Yoga Manual, um, I have completed it and it is due for launch on December 16th at Mysore Yoga Utsava. It is the first year that they are doing the Utsava, and the thing is that I'll be presenting this book there. The and the book will be launched there. It is in Mysore, so if anybody is there close by, you are welcome to come. And
When is it going to be happening, sir? Approximately December when?
December 15th, 16th, 17th is the Utsava. I'll be there on all the 3 days. I will be selling the my books and as well as my grandfather's books, and I'll be selling the yoga charts. I'll be also presenting Surya Namaskar charts and things like that. And my launch, I don't know. They haven't given me a time yet. I've asked them for 16th afternoon because a lot of people who are working, they will be able to come only on 16th morning from Bangalore to Mysore, and so I've asked for a 16th afternoon time, and thereafter,
That on a
uh,
Saturday, sir? Is it on? No.
yeah, it's a Saturday. It's a Saturday.
Okay.
So, so the book is in a DIY format. That is, it is the same Yoga Vidya format, Yoga Vidya. But if you will see, I have each thing I have given examples. Then you have to write yourself. Another thing that I've done is I have given small pocket books, so you can actually put this in your pocket. Suppose you're going in a train or something like that, you can put it in your pocket and then you can read it, and then it reminds you to practice yoga vidya morning, afternoon and evening. So this book is hopefully going to be out. I in fact I just got it. I haven't even seen it properly, and I will send circulate more information on this as soon as I get it. So for now, I'm going to stop this class.